stage things will drop for him.
Last one coming forward. Back to you, Richard.
So all set, mile the trip this time. And they're sent on their way. Asdaa breaks out well in the white cheek pieces. Ventura Rascal bustled up on the inside by Shane Gray is the first one to show, with Asdaa on that one's outside. Tilsit settles in third on the inside of the Grey McCarthy, with posted 3 wide Tommy G. Few racing and tearing in midfield. Kylie Rules on the inside of Pacino. Paul Hannigan cast a glance trying to get in. Several are very free in midfield. Business on the running rail just ahead of Swiss Knight. And Ventura Rascal, it appears, is able to dictate a pace that isn't fast enough for a few at the back at the moment. So Ventura Rascal, round the turn, leads by half a length from Asdaa in second. Tilsit in blue and green in third. The Grey McCarthy and Tommy G 3 wide in that chasing group. Business, black and yellow on the inside running rail of Kylie Rules, who's still to settle. Then Pacino taken back to get in on the outside of Swiss Knight. Guido and Donnelly's Rainbow are the last two to straighten. So inside the final half mile. And out in the lead, Ventura Rascal with Asdaa, and towards the outside, Tommy G. Tilsit still in the lead as Slipstream on the inside running rail, followed through by Business. Kylie Rules in the noseband is towards the outside. McCarthy is being ridden along. Pacino changes course. Guido towards the outside, but Ventura Rascal and Asdaa continue to show the way. Under pressure now is Tommy G. Tilsit comes next. McCarthy as Asdaa takes over. Finds a length and a half on the rest of the field as well. From in second place, Tommy G. Guido down the outside, but Asdaa quickened up readily. Found 2 or 3 lengths here, and they're not going to reel him back. It's Asdaa who's out by 2 to 3 lengths from Tommy G, being closed on the outside by Guido, who will get up for second. In fourth place was Tilsit, but a smooth success by Asdaa settled it quickly for Joe Fanning and Mark Johnston.
When we spoke about Asdaa and Racing TV Extra, we were just saying how he dropped to such a tempting mark, and from 86, which his last win came off at Wolverhampton, he's won off a lower mark today. Guido through for second. Tommy G just third tonight, with Tilsit in fourth place. 86 in February 2020, winning at Wolverhampton. 71 here tonight, led approaching the final furlong, sent on by Joe Fanning, and goes on to win by a good few lengths. As we can see at the moment, turning for home, upsides the long-time pace setter Ventura Rascal.
Yeah, he's run a cracker, hasn't he, Asdaa? The way that Joe Fanning got him out of the stalls and got him on the heels of the leaders, Ventura Rascal. I mean, he's in a lovely position at the 3-pole for Musselburgh. He can kick off the front end, having saved a bit. The eventual third and fourth are close up. Obviously, Tommy G, Harry Russell has done well to get him prominent. The eventual fourth, Tilsit, is on the inside, prominent as well. And you can see Guido, who's the one that runs on wide and late into second. He got behind early, which wasn't ideal, obviously. But he's run on in the fashion of a horse that does stay this trip and continues in decent form. So I'll sort of be comforted by the fact that he's run well, and probably the horse to take from the race. But things just hadn't panned out for him today. Whereas for Asdaa, Joe Fanning, absolutely the right place at the right time. Stall 8 could have been potentially tricky, but he managed to get on the shoulder of the leader and favourite Ventura Rascal. And once he'd seen that one off, he pretty much had free run at it, really. And Tommy G, obviously you can see there in the Jim Goldie colours, managing to plug on, continues in form as well. Tilsit's run a better race than of late, but probably helped by a decent draw and decent track position to boot.
Kylie Rules has finished in 5th, and as Richard said in commentary, quite a few of these running keenly, and none raced more keenly than Kylie Rules. She's finished 5th despite pulling Jimmy Sullivan's arms out for a long way.
Yeah, she did. Look, she needs a completely different setup to this. The track at Musselburgh, where they kind of go stop-start and kick off the front end, it just doesn't suit her. She needs a real end-to-end gallop at perhaps her beloved Beverley, where they fall back into her lap. They weren't going hard enough for her early, and then they kicked away and she couldn't quite go with them. But she's probably run in a way that suggests that she continues in form as well. So a few of these that were beaten that might well still have races in them in the next couple of weeks, but it's dropped beautifully today for Asdaa, who, as you mentioned before the race, was very well handicapped and very well ridden by Joe Fanning on this occasion. There's no better man around Musselburgh, knowing where you need to be and where you need to kick. He's run a cracker there, ridden a cracker, should I say. Slight disappointment, Ventura Rascal, wasn't he, the favourite? He faded out of things slightly tamely. Maybe his busy time has crept up with him. Maybe he does need soft ground, which he got at first last time out. I guess the next run will tell us.
Joe Fanning was on board when Asdaa won his previous race, Angus, at Wolverhampton on the 10th of February. That was his previous, most recent winning race, off a mark of 86. He's gone 22 races in defeat since then, but he's made it 23-time lucky tonight with Joe Fanning on board, and about a stone lower in the ratings as well. Asdaa for Matt Johnson, Joe Fanning and Owners Group 045.
That's the one, Gordy. Yeah, well done to the Joe Fanning and Mark Johnson team. Looking at the course track sectionals through the race, 2 furlongs won in this race. The 3 to the 2, he went 11.58. That's when he quickened up after a 12.67. So he really quickened at the 3 pole. He got to the 2, and then he went to the 1 in 11.31. So those fractions through those 2 furlongs would have made it very